You owe me and my kids an apology.
What?
You owe me and my kids an apology.
I owe you and your children an apology.
Yes.
Why do you feel like I owe? What make you think I owe you and your children an apology? Why would you say something like that?
Because you embarrassed me at the restaurant and you embarrassed my kids on the internet.
The only reason why, let me tell you something. The only reason why I'm here, the only reason, and I'm not trying to disrespect your house, but the only reason why I came here today is to get something straight about the comments. You complaining about, you said you wanted to address the comments. The video went viral. A lot of comments you felt like, and you wanted to tell your side of the story. So you want to address the comments? Fine. Let's address the comments.
We're addressing the truth, not the comments. We're addressing the truth.
Okay, we're addressing the truth. However way you want to put it or spin it, we're addressing the truth. Let's sit down, let's get set up, and let's have a conversation. And let's address it then. I'm ready. So I'm listening. What did you have to say?
So the first question is, Cedric wasn't wrong. He invited you on a date, not to feed your whole family.
They asking you that question.
I didn't ask you to feed my whole family. I've ordered 3 platters to take home. You didn't know if that was for me for work, to eat later on the night when I got home and I got hungry. You don't know. You assumed it was for my kids until I told you that I was ordering them for my kids. That's when you knew.
I assumed, but...
So you should have paid for them regardless.
You telling me I should have paid food regardless, and you didn't say the plan before we got there. We've been talking on the phone constantly, talking about how important family is. I've been telling you how important my family is. But we never said nothing about when we get to a date that, and you really think that's appropriate that to ask a guy to pay for all of your kids' food when you leave. You think that's appropriate?
Yeah.
Oh,
why not?
You really do? Okay, well, I totally disagree with you on that, and I don't think we'll be able to come to an agreement with that one right there. No, because I think it's inappropriate. That's what the comment said.
So the next comment saying she wasn't testing you, and that's a red flag. So I was testing you to see if you cared about me and my family, or how you felt about family, since you so big on family and being a family man. So I was testing you to see, was you really going to care about my family and buy my kids some food?
It make a lot of sense now. It all makes sense. You mean to tell me as an adult, we are in our late 40s, early 50s, and you're still playing immature, childish games like testing people to see will they buy this, buy that, buy this. This not a test. This is not a transaction. This is two people trying to grow and get to know each other and come into an exclusive relationship. You're making it out of a transaction, like it's just about a transactional dating situation, and I think that's so wrong. I really do. I don't agree with you on that. And how you telling me that's how you feel about that?
Yeah, so I was testing you. All I just wanted to see how far you was going to, if you was going to buy it or not. But you made it into a big argument and, including the waitress, I'm not paying for it. Where you could have just paid for it and then addressed it later as a man.
I see. I'm letting you address the comments because you feel like majority. You said you wanted to state your side of the story because you feel like majority of the people was attacking you and coming for you in the comments. But look how you responding to the comments. You really feel that way. You really honestly grew up on morals and principles, and that's how you feel about that. Like, seriously. That's how you feel about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's your reason why. You can explain that is the reason why you did that.
Yes. And then the next one is if you really liked her.
Okay. So we on the what question?
Sorry for interrupting, but I have a question.
What's your question?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Yo, we got. This is Dania?
Yeah.
Is that if I'm in or?
So this is Dania.
This is Dania.
And okay, so how you doing, Dania?
Right.
This is my first time meeting you. And so what is your question?
Are y'all talking about that dinner?
Then the adults are having conversation. We're just talking and discussing things.
Well, I didn't really want any food.
She didn't want the food.
No, she didn't want any food.
Okay.
They didn't know I was
We're
bringing
not
anything.
talking. We're just having an adult conversation. We're not trying to. Mommy is okay, and I'm just a friend, and we're just having a friendly conversation. And everybody, I know they've been talking about it at your school and everything, but it's okay. Everything to be okay.
Okay.
Go watch TV, Dania, and everything's gonna be good.
Okay.
And your mama just talking, okay?
Okay.
All right, so back to the questions.
What number are we on this question?
3.
Okay.
If you really liked her, buying extra meals shouldn't have been a big deal. So
Say what? Repeat
if
that.
you really liked her, buying extra meals shouldn't have been a big deal.
Yeah, I really like you. I really have strong feelings for you. I had a great conversation. We never had money to come up in our conversations, but about future goals, what we both personally had and shared. And I just never felt like it was about that. I didn't feel like that. And it's saying, it's saying what now?
If you really liked her, buying extra meals shouldn't have been a big deal. So it shouldn't have been
I
a
don't
big
think-
deal.
That doesn't make sense. If I really liked you, I would have bought some meals on the first date. People, nah, that's a flag on the play, and that's a flag on the play. So if you sit up here and do that on the first date, and if that's the case, that'll be the norm. That was something abnormal for me. I never had that happen. That was my first time experiencing something like that. So I don't know how you feel about that and share the situation, but. So, be honest with me. Let me ask you a question, and be honest. You got to keep it real. If we had to do this all over again, forget all the viral stuff, but if we had to do this all over again, would you order all that food all over again?
Yep.
Yes or no?
Yep.
Well, that explains it right there then.
So last but not least, the real question is, with one of y'all, will we go on a second date after this?
I don't know. I don't know. Well, how did you feel about the situation?
Yeah, we can go on a second date because now we know where we stand. As I know not to order no food or assume that you're going to pay for my kids' food. It's just about me and you going out or whatever, get to know each other, and that's it. If it's going to be kids, then, I'll let you know, oh, we need to stop and get my kids some food, or however the case may be.
I mean, we'll see. We just got to see how this goes and have a conversation. This is just for the people to know about the comments and for us to address the comments. And we'll see, will it be a second date? We just have to see.